Happy Sunday night, y'all. It's Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina with another Sunday night live stream show. That's right, it's Sunday night, and we are getting rolling on our Sunday night episode of this live stream show. We do this every Sunday night right here on the Hubbard's Marina Facebook channel at 8:30 p.m. Normally, we also stream to YouTube, but unfortunately, right now, we cannot live stream to YouTube until around probably late January. Unfortunately, we're in timeout on YouTube, so no live streaming on YouTube, but we will upload it after the show to YouTube on Monday mornings. So if you're watching on Facebook, Sunday night, December 13th at 8:28 p.m., you are watching live, and we're going to get this show rolling very shortly. We just need a few minutes to get set up here, and also to make sure everybody's had a chance to grab their venting tools and grab a drink and get ready for a great show. Got Captain Frank in the studio again tonight. How you doing, Frank?
Well, I'm doing great, Dylan, but by the end of the show, we'll probably be doing a lot better.
Yes, sir. So we are ready for another good show tonight. Hopefully you guys are as well. Got a lot of cool stuff lined up for y'all. And gonna give away some free stuff, some free trips, over $700 in free trips every one of these live shows. You could win a 5-hour half day for 2 guests. You could win a 10-hour all day for 2 guests. All you have to do is comment on the Hubbard's Marina live stream right on our page. So go to Hubbard's Marina on Facebook and make sure you comment at least one time on that live video. That's how you get entered to win those free trips. We do that periodically throughout the episode, so you want to make sure you do that quickly and get entered to win early. That way you have a good shot at getting a chance to win one of those free fishing trips tonight, because we love giving away free stuff. Nothing beats winning free stuff, right? So hopefully you comment. What's up, Frank?
Well, giving it away is pretty fun too.
Yeah, giving it away is fun too. Always interesting to see who wins, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see here. Let's say hi to some people. Vicky Armstrong, thank you for sending some stars. Appreciate you. What's up? Sean Porchke, I wonder if you're watching. That was a beautiful gag grouper you caught today on that 10-hour all day. And that was a huge gag grouper.
It was
for
ginormous.
10 hours. Yeah. Captain Joe took the 10-hour all day today, and they stroked a monster gag grouper on that 10-hour trip today. It was 22 pounds.
Did we get a photo of it?
Oh, we got a great photo of it.
Yeah. I've seen the photo, but I didn't know if we had it already tonight, so that's awesome.
Yeah, they took a couple photos with it. The gentleman who caught it, Sean Porchke, took a photo of it. And then also Captain Joe and the crew took photos too. So lots of good photos of that beautiful gag grouper. That's a big one for inshore, 22 pounds.
That's about, yeah, I mean, as far as I know, the depth that he was probably fishing, that's probably one of the biggest ones I've heard of in that depth.
I agree.
I mean,
it was a monster.
That's a monster.
When he,
everyone's got their own story, but until you actually weigh it in on digital scale and show me, But this one was a big one, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I believe that was 22 pounds, but I hear people, oh yeah, I call a 30-pounder, right? Yeah. Show me the picture in the digital scale on a video.
Richard Blazak, thank you very much, buddy, for the 100 stars. Appreciate you, bud. Ron Beaton, hope you had a safe trip back to Atlanta. Deanna Knox, hello from Indiana. Josh Horak, appreciate the stars. Jason Sandicane, appreciate the stars. Michelle Lorenzo sent 150 stars. Appreciate you. LaShonda Brown with 150 stars. Thank you so much, y'all. Sherry Griffiths, appreciate your stars. Jessica Dawkins with 150 stars. Appreciate you. Robin Pratt, Donna Langston as well. Appreciate you guys. We are just about ready to get started here. Sorry for running a little late tonight. I'm just running on empty. It's been a long couple days for me. We've had company in town and also had our regulars club Christmas party going on. So it's been a long weekend for sure. A little bit of a grind, but we got some good stuff to talk about tonight. You ready, Frank?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get this
Show our
show
faces.
on the road. All right, there you guys go. Thanks for watching tonight and tuning in. As always, make sure you comment where you're watching from. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. Share it on your timeline. Share it with your favorite fishing group. Really appreciate you helping us spread the word. Vicky Poole, thank you for sending 200 stars. You rock. So the stars, for those of you who are new to the show, it's a way to show support and help us to reach more people, and we use those to offset the advertising budget that we use on our online advertising, and I use a little bit of it to fund our whiskey to fuel this show. But tonight,
And also pay me.
yes, yes,
These guys, I mean, I would.
loyal co-host. All right,
But
so
this show-
tonight, yeah, go for it.
This show is brought to you by Vic Dunlap.
Vic Dunlap.
Yeah, it's called Proper 12.
So this is another Irish whiskey. It is our favorite varietal of whiskey, Irish whiskey. And Vic Dunlap came out on our 10-hour all-day on Friday. That special 10-hour all-day we added and slipped that to me for the show. So it was a good one. And honorable mention to our buddy Scraps. He brought us a jar of moonshine.
But we drank it.
I did not drink it. I didn't drink any of it, and thank God I didn't, because it was a long enough night as it stands. But he wanted us to drink the moonshine on the show, and I told him no.
Yeah, we didn't really drink it. Yeah, I tasted it. It was delicious.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't know, a glass of moonshine on a live Facebook show, it would go badly.
Yeah.
Last time I drank moonshine, I got lost in Johns Pass.
We literally
happened.
drank an entire bottle on last Sunday
Yeah.
in an hour. So I don't think it's much different than a jar of moonshine.
I don't know. A jar of moonshine and that little bottle of Irish whiskey, I think, was a lot different.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah. I feel like
But if we did them both.
if we double down.
Might offset it. I don't know.
Christine, appreciate the stars. Fred Coker.
Thanks, Vic.
Ron Sharon with 200 stars. Jonathan Reese. Brad Wooten. Rich Flynn with 530. Appreciate you. Michelle Mercer. Thank you guys for watching. So with that, let's show you guys what we've been catching. And as we stated, we got some cool photos this week. We got a lot of photos. We finally had some good weather, and the fishing has been great. So let's get into the photos and show you all what we've been seeing out there on the water. So starting inshore and working our way offshore, these black drum, we've been seeing a lot of black drum around the bridges, dock lines, and then also Michael Brittis, one of our Facebook supporters, was out there fishing on Indian Rocks Beach in the surf, and he must have had a full 2-man limit. I mean, just destroyed
Is that right?
the black drum out on the surf. So definitely a lot of black drum around the docks, piers, bridges, and also in the surf. The flounder bite's been picking up quite a bit. We're seeing those flounder adjacent to the structure, like grass flats, docks, bridges. Redfish bite continues to be steady. This one's unique. This young angler is named Zach. He fishes on our dock quite a bit and hangs out, even helps us clean the shrimp tank occasionally, and he's just a good all-around fisherman and a nice kid. And he caught this big redfish. It was 31 inches, I believe.
Nice.
And he caught it on a 1000 series spinning reel. So that is a Stratic 1000. So that is a little baby reel. Took almost 4 minutes, he said, to reel it in. Almost spooled him.
Well, yeah, you can imagine because the spool is so small. But,
Yeah.
that's such a great little reel too. Before I was using those Daiwa Saltis, that's what I was using.
I agree.
Because they're so light.
Yeah.
And they are carbon, I think they were carbon fiber frames or something.
Yeah. So that's the Stratic CI 14.
Right.
So when I was first able to kind of afford nice tackle, that was the first reel I bought, the original Stratic with that mother of pearl and that wood handle.
I had it too.
Yeah, I love that reel. And so when I upgraded, I got that Stratic CI14, and I still have them in the garage. I just don't use them now that I got the Saltiga. Nice. But it's definitely a great reel, and they have newer versions of that Stratic too. So a lot of options for you out there. Make great hogfish reels. Me personally, I'd go more 4,000, definitely not 1,000, but a lot of redfish to round out that story.
Good color on that last one.
Yeah, that blue tail.
I don't know if that was video or one of those enhanced photos, but man,
this time of year
is a really cool picture. If it was, he was definitely in a grass flat up in like up in the marsh or something.
Back Bay, and you got it on this one too. See the color on that tail?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's from eating crustaceans. So a lot of shrimp in their diet this time of year, with those shrimp moving around the flats, and that's why those redfish are so active, and that's what gives them those colorful tails. So real interesting for sure. And then the sheep's head bite really picking up. A lot of sheep's head around the docks, bridges, piers, jetties, seawalls. This is Tampa Bay, one of our regular guests, Brandy Scott and her husband Steve, out there fishing the rock piles of Tampa Bay with the fat sheep's head. Tony, one of our kingfish masters from our 10-hour all day, showing off a nice sheepy. Definitely a lot of nice sheep's head caught. These are kind of my favorite though.
Yeah, with the kids.
The kids love the sheep's head. They bite well, man. Yeah. This time of year, look at that. This is from.
That's a big one. That's a nice one.
I think this is Real Memories Inshore Fishing Charters with Captain Todd Young. Our friend took a charter out with him and put his son on some nice fish for sure. And he shared this photo with us for our Friday reports. There's our friend Kiana showing off some snook she caught in that kids fishing tournament. Our buddies over at Salt Strong always catching some nice snook. The snook bites definitely dwindled down. They're kind of moving back into the bay, but kind of lost them around the docks. But the big trout are replacing them for sure. Tons of big trout around the dock and bridge, especially around the lights at night. Edges of the grass flats, mangrove shorelines. The trout bite is hot this time of year, and they're getting bigger.
You know what happened yesterday? I was out down at the dock, and this guy comes up with a bucket of fish and wanted us to clean them, and he dumps out 8 permit onto the cleaning table, and he caught them right there on the jetty at Johns Pass.
You mean pompano?
He had 2 pompano and 8 permit.
Oh my gosh.
Or 6 permit. Maybe.
That's crazy.
It was a lot. And I was like, where'd you get those? He's like, right on the jetty, man. He was just fishing with shrimp. Wasn't even using a Doc's Goofy jig, which is one of my favorites to use for those.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe he was just getting them on, shrimp with a small little, I think a knocker rig. But
yeah, the shrimp, the pompano rigs and stuff like that on the bottom, they work well.
Yeah, they were killer when you're using those versus,
bag limit.
Oh, 2? Well, he had people at the down at the jetty. So
you freaked me out. I thought you were going a different way with this story.
Okay, that's what he was
You're
worried
allowed
about.
2 per person.
He didn't catch them on our boat. All I got to worry is about the legal limits on my boat.
Yeah,
okay?
2 per person.
If he came up with 6, I know he had at least his wife still down there.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it was
nice
cool
fish,
though, and they were big ones too. They were really nice. Yeah. And he had 2 of the biggest pompano I had seen.
Whoa. What? Stop the show.
What?
Someone just said Proper 12 is better than Jameson. I got to stop and scroll up and boot him from the show. It's not true at all, Olay. But, all right. What were we talking about?
What happened to him, too? He used to come out with us and then...
Dude, he's big time. He got all these fancy reels and rods, and he fishes for bluefin tuna with popping jigs up in the Northeast and stuff.
Well, maybe
he's been traveling all over.
Maybe he should take his ass back up there with his bottle and talk shit up there.
Yeah, with your Proper 12.
Your Proper 12. It's good.
It's
good, and we're enjoying it, Vic, and we appreciate it. Again, Vic Dunlap. Boom. That's our guy. That's our guy today.
But we still are on the Jameson Black Barrel. specifically.
I kind of like this, though.
It is good.
I had never had it.
I bought it myself, a bottle of it last week. It is good. I like it.
Oh, you had? I never had heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
But it has vanilla, honey, and toasted wood flavor in it.
I love the taste of wood. The wood in the whiskey, man. Come on, the barrels. That's how they make it. Moving on. Near shore and offshore. We are catching a lot of red grouper. The last couple 12-hour trips have been doing really well on the Flying Hub 2. Private charters crushing some nice fish. So let's show you some near shore and offshore picks and talk a little bit about what's biting near shore and offshore. So as you can see, some nice red groupers. There's a nice one. Then the scamp.
Yeah, they got a few nice scamps.
Yeah, the scamp are definitely picking up, it seems like. And this is the time of year, once those gags close at the end of December, fishing deeper for those big red grouper and those big scamp. So today the Flying Hub 2 was closer to 200 foot of water, and wait till you see what they caught towards the end of these photos. That's one thing I wanted to do.
200 foot today?
They went close to, in the range of anywhere from 150 to 250. Something like that. Over your head, as Cap Brian always answers.
Over your head.
So I meant to put these photos in date order, so that's what I like to try to do, walk through them in the date order. So we're going to start over with some of these hogfish. There's some red grouper, gag grouper from the Flying Hub 2 private charters. They've been doing well out there. Hogfish bite near shore. Our girl Sophia. Big kingfish. I think we might have shown some of these last week.
I feel like
I'm having deja vu.
There's a few mixed in there.
Yeah, I might not have gotten the dates that well today.
Yeah, and it may have had to do a lot with, last Sunday.
Yeah. Well, some nice fish regardless. Nice one with Jim Kendall. That's a beautiful fish. Some big mangroves. Big porgy.
What was that? That was 31 inches?
It was a monster.
I'm pretty sure it was 31 inch porgy.
That's a big girl.
Man, that was a jumbo.
That's about as big as you get.
Yeah.
Imagine catching one of those on the half day.
Right?
Nice.
We get the freak ones on the all day that are pretty good size, but never one that big. But
in the inshore gag bite, we're seeing some of those gags start coming in around the bridges at night. Look at that one. She's got a funky look to her.
That is a big freaking belly there.
Yeah. Nice. Now we're into the red grouper that we showed you earlier. Some nice catches. There you go. There's a nice pair of fat red groupers. The hogfish. So Christina Fernandez and her friends came out on a recent 10-hour trip. She brought her ladies fishing club out with her, and they definitely had some nice fish for sure. They caught a couple nice hogfish, huh?
Yeah, they sure did. Christina had a tough trip, which is unusual for her, but her friends that she brought, pretty much stole all her fish.
Oh, so she's not bringing them back?
No, she's good about it. You got to understand. I mean, you can't go out there every time, and just
crush it.
And crush it. I mean, you can do it most of the time. You can do it 99% of the time, but she had a little bit rougher trip than normal. She may have gotten. You know what? I think she did get a nice hogfish.
I think she did.
Yeah,
I think the photo's coming up. And we got to be careful because last time we did this, remember, we got the emoji we can't talk about. Hopefully she's watching.
Yeah.
There she is. There's Christina and a nice hogfish.
No, that's probably one of her friends.
Now you're working for that emoji.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there's emojis. Rick photobombing in the background.
Yeah.
Nice hogfish. There's another one of Christina's friends, I believe.
Yep, I think that was her first hogfish also.
Nice.
Again, Rick with the photobomb in the back. It's just easier to take the photos up there in the bow. It just come out, a little bit better with the
cleaner.
Sunlight. Yeah.
And a nice gag from the 10-hour. This was Thursday or Friday? Probably Thursday.
No, it was Friday because he came out Thursday with us, and he got blasted so many times from gag groupers that he went home, got his 80-pound, I think he went 80 or 80-100. And I told him I was going right back to that spot where he got blasted, and he instantly got him a keeper 28-inch grouper. that did not break him off when he hit that 80-pound.
Gotta pay off to have the right tackle for sure. All right, let's see what else we've been seeing. Uh-oh.
Actually, I got some dates mixed up there.
It was Thursday.
It was right.
I thought so. I wasn't gonna.
He did catch him on Thursday. It was a week prior that he was. It doesn't matter. Irrelevant. But that was a true black grouper we caught on the all day. I did not take notice to where he was sticking the finger in the gill like that. I would have said something, but it was a true black. We don't see a lot of those.
A carborita grouper, carbo. There's no such thing as a true black.
Well.
That's always an argument when it comes to those fish, but a lot of people call them a true black.
Eat some wood.
Nice red grouper from the Flying Hub 2. Nice gag from the Flying Hub 2. Captain Rich and Captain Joe have been doing well out there. And then Captain Sal on the hub, on the private charter. This is a 5-hour family half day. Look at that. Some keeper gags, nice red grouper, some nice mangroves. Big pile of gray snapper. And this one's cool. This is Captain Garrett and his dad. That is my Uncle Mike and my cousin Captain Garrett. They got out fishing before this 39-hour trip. Garrett has some friends in town, so they were taking a boat out. And Garrett's dad was able to tag along. And first time out in the water in a while, caught himself a nice cobia. And then followed it up.
They smashed them
with another nice gag.
Yeah, I saw their cooler when they came in.
Oh, the cooler was disgusting.
Ridiculous.
It was crazy.
Even shut it 135 quart cooler.
Yeah, and it was 2 days, but yeah, he had enough gags. It took Garrett almost 2 hours to fillet all those gags.
I felt bad. I was going to offer to help him, but I was like in all clean clothes. I was like, man, I said for $40, I'll get my knife.
There's James Marine and a nice scamp on the slow pitch. Nice one from today's. This is from today's 12-hour. Nice hogfish. This is from today's 10-hour. Captain Joe ran today's 10-hour trip, and they caught some nice hogs. Not a lot of them. Didn't do as well on the hogfish as they would have liked, but they got a lot of quantity. A lot of heads and tails, some nice lanes, and you'll see the nice big gag.
Where's the gag, man?
We're getting through it. We got today's.
Those are some nice scamps, man.
Today's scamp grouper from the 12-hour extreme. Nice fish, and they're
awesome.
In my opinion, the best eaten around grouper wise. Definitely in the top 5 with hogfish, strawberry grouper,
and chicken,
and steak. So this scamp grouper right here, this guy dropped down, hooked a big grouper, broke off.
Right.
Dropped down, hooked a big grouper, broke off. And at first you don't succeed, try again. Yeah. Third time down, hooked a big grouper, landed it. And when they remove the hook from the corner of the mouth, there's his other 2 hooks.
Nice. That was a tricky little scamp.
That was a hungry,
it's like, you know how many times
fish.
People have gotten hung up on our boat from a strawberry grouper that big?
It doesn't.
It happens so much, and we're all just keep bouncing it, and finally it'll just come shooting out of there, and you come up with a little little grouper, big grouper. They all want to do the same thing. You know?
Yeah, and if you are not on top of it, it'll get you in your rock quick. And sometimes, even if you're on top of it, sometimes it just falls into that hole, and as soon as they bite it, they're already rocked you up. Unfortunately, so they can be tricky from time to time. But he didn't give up. Nice mangrove, and there she is. This is Sean Porchke and his big gag grouper from today's 10-hour trip with Captain Joe. That is a monster 10-hour gag. Woo! Here's another shot of that 10-hour gag grouper. Captain Joe and our first mate Mikey showing that fish off, and then John even took a photo with it as well. Beautiful fish.
Yeah, just thick all around, man. That is a solid fish.
22 pounds. That's crazy. For shallow water gags. Some more scamp from today. Nice red grouper from the 12-hour extreme. And then our friend Sophia and her dad Greg went out on the 10-hour trip today. And Greg caught himself a nice pile of fish while his daughter Sophia worked the deck. And when they got back, she also helped sort all the fish on the dock.
Nice.
So definitely a cool fishing girl for sure. She's working her way up. She wants to be a captain. So pretty cool.
She's gonna have to fight Kylie.
I know. I said her and Kylie are coming up together.
Who knows? They might work together one day. You never know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
She's definitely got the same passion for it as my daughter does too. And
yeah,
she's a great kid. They play together, and it's awesome.
All right, with that, let's see who won our first free trip. I think it's time to give away a free one.
Yeah.
So a 5-hour half day for 2 guests. 5-hour half day for 2 guests. Let's see who won that trip. Remember, if you're picked as that lucky winner, you do have to text us in that phone number above Captain Frank's head. So if you're picked as a winner, you got to text us in about 5 minutes to claim that free trip. So make sure to pay attention and text us quickly if you're the lucky winner, and you have to text us your home address, and I'll follow up tomorrow and send you out a certificate. Okay, so that's how it works. Everybody knows moving forward. You do have to comment 1 time on the video to be eligible to win.
And this is also brought to you, sponsored by Vic Dunlap. Sorry.
Short-term memory loss.
Yeah, that's that.
All right, Rod
Thank you
McDowell.
again.
Appreciate the stars, Rod. And Tracy Marco, appreciate the stars. Thank you. All right, let's see who won that 5-hour half day for 2 guests. 5-hour half day for 2 guests goes to D. Yardman. Anybody use 2-pound test? I have trout fishing before and bass fishing before, but definitely not on one of our boats. Ever gone. I don't think I've ever used less than 20 pounds.
Remember when we used to use those little pea shooter micro rods?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That
Will
we had in
and
the
you guys.
office.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what those had on them, but I don't think it was 2. It may have been 4 or 6 pound.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to use these rods that were as long as your arm. We used to sell them in our office.
Micro sticks, they were called.
In our office, just for kids to fish on the dock with, like kids.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to steal them out of the office. No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
You used to give them to us.
I didn't.
I don't know how it happened. Smokey ended up with them.
Smokey took them out of the office. We'll blame Smokey.
Yeah, but it was for a good cause.
Will did catch a mahi on one of those.
Yeah.
I remember that. That video's around here somewhere.
Yeah.
I got to find that one of these days.
That was pretty cool.
Calvin Brisker, appreciate you sending stars. All right, so with that, let's talk a little bit about the weather and encourage you guys. This time of year is super, super slow right before Christmas. And it's so funny because this time of year we'll have 5, 10, 15 people during the week, and then weekends it's really busy.
Right.
And people are like, there was too crowded on the boat, and then Monday we'll have 10 people.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny this time of year how that works. And then also the same thing happens around Christmas. The first half of December we're super slow during the week, and then around Christmas, that 2 or 3 days before Christmas and that week until New Year's is absolutely insane. If you want to go fishing, go before Christmas during the week, or wait till after New Year's and go during the week. Super light loads and going to be your best opportunities for sure. The week between Christmas and New Year's and the 2 or 3 days prior to Christmas, it is going to be full. It's going to be crazy. And just want to throw that out there.
Don't come in there and complain.
Yeah.
That's what we're
telling you. If I see
you.
one bad review about busy trips. But hey, it happens. It's a good problem to have, but I want to make sure you guys who watch the show a lot and know a lot know when to go.
Stay
when we
away.
suggest. Linda
love
Ball,
you.
appreciate the stars. All right, so let's get into some of this weather discussion before I forget where I got off to.
Yeah, last week we bombed on all the information.
Yeah, we didn't get up to a lot of questions.
Yeah.
We kind of got hammered. All right, so let's see. Weather. It's under the Fish and Trips tab. Click weather links to bring you to our favorite weather page. And we're going to just quickly look at that inshore forecast, which makes absolutely no sense the next couple days. So when that happens, we know they don't know what's going to happen. So it's a hurry up and wait the next couple days. Yeah. But for example, I'll show you tomorrow's forecast, which makes absolutely no sense.
I saw it too.
Yeah, so tomorrow's forecast, it starts out at 2.3, ends the day at 3 foot, and then it gets to be 3.5 foot by the end of the day. But look at the wind. It's gusting to 20, 25 knots, 30 knots, and then all of a sudden the wind calms way down and it gets all the way down to 10 knots. Almost dead, and then the sea height continues to climb.
Right.
Makes no sense. And then the same thing happens Tuesday. I'm going to scroll down to Tuesday. I got a little lost here. I'm going to shut off our video so you can see it a little better. So the same thing happens with Tuesday. Nothing changes with the wind at all. The wind is the exact same, and then the seas are just slowly calming down. It should have already calmed down. And look at the period.
Yeah, the
7 seconds period.
Yeah, that's
some swelliness going on.
Super swelly.
And you know what this has a lot to do with, and what I think might be what's causing it to be so weird, we're going to show you guys right now. So going back to our weather links page on our website, you can scroll all the way down to our friend's website, spaghettymodels.com. That's Mike's weather page. And he's going to have these little handy-dandy charts. My dad calls them prog charts. I don't know if that's the right term, but that's what I've always called them.
It sounds like something he would make up.
Yeah. You never know. Balling on a budget really caught on. Remember talking about that?
Yeah.
A lot of people have used that. I like that.
Yeah.
So things my dad makes up, they stick around. He's hip.
Oh, I got to say hi to Ronald Horst right now. He just said, from Eastern Shore, Virginia. I just happened to catch that. We have a lot of comments coming in, but that's where my family's from, up there on Eastern Shore. It's a pretty small little thing. Shoot me a private messenger and tell me where you're from, because I won't be able to catch it because the comments keep coming through. But yeah, it's a small little peninsula. I didn't mean to.
Are you
I
done
didn't
connecting?
Mean to interrupt.
Ron Horst comes down quite a bit. He's in our regulars club.
Prognosis
and you've
charts.
seen him.
That's what.
Oh.
So that's short for
look
prog
at
charts.
that.
So there it is.
And that's Leah, our mangrove snapper master. She came out in the 44-hour and showed all the boys how to do it. So thank you, Leah. Appreciate the help. So it is right. Prog chart. He didn't make it up.
Okay.
So that's today's. So this is tomorrow, and this is what's causing it. So this big frontal boundary is sweeping down, and this frontal boundary is super strong up here in the northeast. It's going to create some record snowfall. It's actually a polar, what they call a polar vortex. So that strength is matriculating down through the Gulf of Mexico, and that's what's going to be pushing those swells. So
that sounds like doors on my Jeep.
Doors on your Jeep. It's not going to be that cold of a front,
no.
Which is interesting. It's just going to push a lot of energy. And then by Wednesday, it's past us. And then we can see next week the 7-day chart. This is...
It's so bright.
It is bright. This is Wednesday, and then Thursday, get another front. So this week is a couple fronts. Thursday,
yeah,
basically,
they're pretty minor.
They're very weak, and if we go back to our wind finder links again, just go to hubbardsmarina.com. Under the weather links page, you can look at the wind finder forecast inshore, and you can see the wind really never picks up. Even around Thursday, when that secondary front kind of comes in, it's still not that crazy of wind. It's really not that crazy of seas. You can see the temperature finally dips a little bit. So that's what we're looking for as far as weather is concerned. This week is a little turbulent. It's not bad.
Yeah, I don't think there's any day that it's looking like too bad to go fishing. At least not for us.
No,
Maybe
we should be able to.
Smaller boat, but
we should be able to fish
Tuesday's
pretty much every day.
Good. Thursday's looking good for the all days because I mean.
Tuesday near shore looks good. The offshore one definitely picks up a little bit. We stuck in a 12-hour extreme because the wind looks so minor, but the seas are definitely coming up. But that 7-foot swell or that 7-second period might help us out. I would say, in my opinion, probably some of the best fishing. I would guess probably Tuesday, right before that front on the backside of that other one. It's going to be a little bumpy, but not terrible. Monday looks okay.
What's Thursday look
Wednesday
like?
morning. Thursday is going to be a little breezy, but again, not too rough. Going to be a good day to anchor fish those hogs. It depends on when that front comes through.
Yeah,
they're not forecasting rain with it.
Tuesday is looking better.
Yeah.
So if you want to for sure go and you have the option, then go. I would say go with the Tuesday, right? Mm-hmm. This week. But we still have enough to go, I do believe, on Thursday also. So, as long as weather permitting.
Weather permitting, that's the biggest
Hogfish
phrase.
has been good. We've been getting some gags, some reds.
And we have that Tuesday 39-hour trip and a Tuesday 12-hour extreme, too. So a lot of options for you. Let's close some of these tabs. Some people are saying it's getting skippy. So we're going to close some pages. All right, so let's see here. What are we getting into next? We're going to get into some questions. It is time to answer some of y'all's questions. Remember, if you have a question you want answered live during the show, you got to text us at that phone number in the upper right-hand corner. Upper right-hand corner to get your questions answered live during the show. So let's see.
It's freezing up, man.
Can you win if you're out of state?
What is happening, dude?
Only a couple people said it's freezing up. And it's still 340 watching. If we really start freezing up bad, the viewer count just goes in the garbage. So we're not freezing up too bad.
Maybe they just didn't like your attitude last week.
Yeah, I don't know.
They were like,
who knows?
These guys aren't giving us fishing tips. All they care about is drinking that bottle.
Shout out to Vic Dunlap.
Yeah, thanks, Vic.
All right, so let's see here. Let's talk a little bit about the questions. First question, can you win a free trip if you're out of state? Yes. Anybody can win a free trip. Yeah.
We want to see you coming from another state, coming down to see us to come out for your free trip, make your trip all the way down here. That's awesome. Yeah.
Someone asked, why does Captain Frank like to eat bonitas?
I don't even know what he's talking about.
I've eaten bonita. It's not bad.
I've eaten it, but I've only eaten it once. I wouldn't say I disliked it.
One of the best sushi experiences I ever had was fresh bonita. So I'm serious. Don't look at me in that tone of voice.
I'm waiting to hear this story. I mean, if you can make it quick, because
So Kaizen Sushi in Tampa, the owner used to do charters with us, 39-hour charters, and he would make fresh sushi on the boat. And one of the best ones he ever did was a big bonita. He took the back strap out, bled the fish out really good, cooled it, and made some incredible sushi. And my dad has taken bonita home, and we boiled it and made tuna fish out of it. Our house stank like dirty tuna for like 3 weeks.
Dirty bonita?
Yeah, and my mom was furious, but it was actually pretty good tuna fish. Yeah. So those are the 2 times.
I'm telling you, if you have never had like blackfin tuna cooked and then made tuna fish out of it, it is. You'll never be able to eat out of the can again.
No, it ruins you.
I can't eat it out of the can.
Even the bonita, once I tried that fresh tuna fish, it was good. Last 39-hour trip, I noticed when in 120 foot of water, my top shot maxed out and my braid transition knot was visible. Is that okay, or do I need to redo the top shot? Go Steelers. Well, the last part we'll skip over, but the line-to-line knot should be visible. It should be in the water. You only want about 1/3 to 2/3 of your line in the water to be top shot. So if you're fishing 120 foot, what's that? 40 foot of top shot. So your line-to-line knot should be well into the water, and that's why it's important to do a good one, like an FG knot or a PR bobbin knot or a good Alberto. There's a bunch of different ones. Will McClure, I think, learns a new one every couple months that he shows everybody. I like yours a lot too.
I don't. Do you know what that one is?
No idea.
Called? I don't know what it's called. I'll look it up. I'll figure it out.
I like yours.
It works.
It's
fast.
I've never tied the one.
And like you almost can't screw it up.
We should make a how-to video on how to do your special line-to-line knot. Okay. And someone will tell us what it's named, I'm sure.
I didn't make it up.
Yeah.
I was just shown it, and it just made my life a heck of a lot easier. So we'll make a video on it.
Best comment of the night from Justin Carnes. Are bonita fish big?
There's some people that just don't know what.
That's from Step Brothers, bro. It's from Step Brothers. Remember, he's bragging about his trip down to catch all the bonita, and he's talking about the bonita run.
Oh yeah.
Dale asks, "Are bonitas big?"
Man, and that sucks because I'm pretty good with those movies and catching on to the. I missed that one. Yeah, I missed that one. I'm going to have to go home and watch Step Brothers tonight.
That is one of my favorites, for sure.
It is. It's a solid movie.
Me and Dusty quote that to each other pretty much every day.
If you don't like Step Brothers, then...
if you don't chew Big Red.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The GT knot. Absolutely not the GT knot. The GT knot is a new trend, and Salt Strong did a lot of cool videos about it. And Luke... No. Luke Simons pretty much debunked it. 99% of people tie the GT knot, or what they call the GT knot, wrong. And he's got a pretty cool little documentary series on it. If you like knot tying, definitely check out Salt Strong on YouTube and become a member if you want, because they have even more stuff on their membership page. And if you go to saltstrong.com/Hubbard, there's buy a membership, get 3 courses for free. We did a course on grouper, mangrove snapper, and red snapper. And if you buy your membership through that link, saltstrong.com/Hubbard, you get not only a membership for a year, but all 3 courses for free. So definitely some cool stuff over there at Salt Strong. But one of the things that he debunked was the FG knot is stronger than the GT knot. The only knot, in my opinion, better is a PR bobbin knot, but you got to be at home with a bobbin tool, and it's tricky. It's very tricky. My dad's gotten really good at it, and I'm okay at it. It's not something I would ever tie on a boat, though. Let's see. I think you gave the bottle of Old 12. I think I gave you the bottle of Old 12, proper 12. I was on the 10-hour Thursday. Maybe we got it wrong.
Do we have it wrong? Yeah, or
Dude, let's, first of all, I apologize if that's true, Anthony Rizzo, but we really dove deep, and I think we spent 4 hours today. Our text chain was probably 30 minutes long trying to figure out who gave us that bottle, because it was a crazy morning Thursday, and that makes sense that it was Thursday, because I would have written down who it was, and I would have remembered, but it was crazy.
Dang it. Vic, you owe us a bottle.
Because you didn't sponsor this show.
Because you didn't sponsor this show.
It's Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo. So I because he knows the information about the bottle was given to us on a 10-hour on Thursday.
I think
it's got to be true.
I think he won a 10-hour trip. I think he won a 10-hour trip.
Anthony Rizzo, you just won a 10-hour trip.
You got a mislabeled bottle of booze, and you're winning a free 10-hour trip.
Man, if that doesn't make people want to send us liquor now. You send us liquor, let us screw up, we give you free trips.
They're going to bring in...
That's a win-win for them. I mean...
They're going to bring in bottles of booze and give fake names.
Oh, man. Yeah, just screw it up. Screw us on purpose? Okay. Vic, you're out.
He was on the 10-hour trip.
Yes, he was.
And he did... I don't know.
Vic,
I'm
you
very
owe
embarrassed.
Us. Anthony Rizzo, from the...
Bottom of Frank's heart.
My heart.
This was Frank's mess up.
I apologize, because we both said, yeah, this is the guy, and then we confirmed with each other. We were like, yeah, and man.
Next question. Noticed a lot of dead starfish and sea urchins on the beach. Is that because of the cold? And no, that has a lot to do with the incredibly rough weather that we've had. So every time there's really rough weather, really good shelling occurs. So all the near shore shells along the bottom, and even some of that coral and sponges and egg sacs, all that stuff along the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico gets stirred up and deposited on the beach. So locals, behind big cold fronts, behind hurricanes, locals race to the beach, and they're out there at first light on the backside of some of that bad weather to get the best shells. Like people who own shelling stores and sell shells professionally on eBay, you can catch them out there at 4:30, 5 a.m. staking out a piece of beach to go find shells. So it's...
I didn't even know that was a real thing. I was waiting for him to start laughing.
No,
I thought he was making this
100% serious. 100% serious. I remember as a kid, my mom was really into shelling, and I remember we would pile in the boat behind a cold front and go out to Shell Key and go on that west side of Shell Key where no one goes, and we'd go out there the day behind a storm, not at 5 a.m., but at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., because you had to access it by a boat, so no one had been out there yet. The weather's still bad, and I remember, we found shark's teeth, sand dollars, black coral, a lot of cool stuff. Oh, spiny oyster. A spiny oyster. Found it on the beach.
Man.
Yeah. So, Michael Zadroga and Dave Decatur, appreciate you sending us a lot of stars, guys. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Let's see. What other questions do we have here, Captain Frank?
Oh, I don't know. Let's. I'm glad we saw that one about the bottle because I would have felt awful about that.
You should have Captain Frank wear an elf hat next week on the show.
Is that a short joke?
I think it
Because
was. I think it was a stab
Who
at you.
said that?
I think it was Howard.
Who said that?
Howard.
Howard.
Howard is all the
Okay.
name we have.
Yeah, all right, Howard. You're getting in the back of the boat now. That's what's happening.
I think this is Howard Johnson, though. And if it was Howard Johnson, yep, it's Howard Johnson. He's the one who brought us the Jameson glass and a bottle, and he's bringing us moonshine. And he did all this before we did the sponsors. So be nice to Howard.
So
he can
you're
pick on
saying
you.
that
He's allowed to pick on you. Next question. Which descender device do you recommend? So there's a ton of descender devices on the market, but I would say probably the most common and the most well-known would be totally blanked on the name as I was starting to say it.
I've never used it.
Yes, you have. It's been on the boat. I've given it to you. Don't you say that right now.
I use it all the time, and it works fantastic.
Oh, here we go. We're going to have a long talk after this. Descending device. Oh my gosh, I can't even type. So we'll Google descending device. There it is. Very first result. The Sequelizer sold at our local Bass Pro Shops. You've used it for hogfish on the boat.
Yes.
I've literally handed it to you on the boat.
True. I know. I'm just fussed.
So frustrating. Literally so frustrating.
It's the most fun of my day when I get to do this to him.
I'm the chair of the Outreach and Education Committee to try to educate people on descending devices and venting tools. And my own first captain / co-host is out here saying that he's never seen one before. So embarrassing. All right, so next question. Moving on. Thank you, David Pruitt, for sending 500 stars. Appreciate you. All right, so it is time to give away another free trip.
Thanks to Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo already won his free trip.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that he is our
he's the sponsor of tonight's show.
And thanks to Anthony Rizzo, let's go ahead and
all right, so let's
hit that button.
Spin that wheel. We said that at the same time. We're really spending too much time together.
That's right.
All right, 10-hour all day for two goes to... It'd be funny if Anthony Rizzo won.
Yeah, right. Roberta Dunn.
That's a local from Tampa.
Yep. Congratulations.
At 9:14 p.m. You got 5 minutes to shoot us a text, Roberta Dunn, to prove you were watching live. All right, next question. Let's close out of some screens so we don't slow down. Frank, are you running the 10-hour the week of Christmas? Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah. I
didn't realize we had a 10-hour trip on New Year's Eve.
You guys might.
I apologize.
You guys might not know this, but we have to work every holiday.
Not every holiday.
They beat us down. I don't get to have Christmas dinner with my family. Easter, forget about. No, I'm just kidding. But that week, yes, absolutely. We as long as it's not on Christmas or Easter or Thanksgiving. I don't take any days off.
We're closed Easter, Christmas, and Thanksgiving. 3 days a year. Oh, I take that back. We're also closed the afternoon of December 20th and the afternoon of January 16th. Because December 20th is our employee Christmas party, our staff party.
I've worked that day before.
Yeah, the morning. And January 16th is our Grove party, where we're throwing the big, huge bonfire at the farm.
Your dad asked me if I wanted
crazy.
to go to that, and I just,
Last year, they burned 3 oak trees.
I know, and I feel
Entire
like
oak
I've
trees.
never been to jail or prison before, and I feel
It would be a great time to start.
I've made it this long without it, and I just,
You should make a Jameson keg.
I feel like it would cost me like $200 for an Uber there.
More than that, it's about an hour and a half ride. Let's see. Next question. Richard Blazak said, anywhere I can park for a 39-hour trip with the same discount as the garage. Yeah. If you are coming for a 39-hour trip, it's the same price as a 10-hour trip. It's $5 per day. So on a 10-hour or a 39-hour, 44-hour, it's $10 to park in the garage. And if you can't fit in the garage, there's an overflow lot right next to the garage where you still get the $5 discount. So a lot of options for you. All right, let's see here. Randy Kessel, thanks for the stars. Gene Hancock in Plant City checking in, wanting to know about Frank's necklace. There's a really cool story behind Frank's necklace. I remember when he got it, and I was super jealous. And then I heard the story behind it. It's even cooler.
And jealous-er.
Jealous-er.
All right, so
take it away, Frank.
Yeah, well, I'll go ahead. Let's. I'll let you get it. You'll probably need a close-up.
Make sure you don't forget it on my desk, like you forget everything else here.
Yeah. Okay, here. Let's see if we can get it. All right.
Yeah, it's
so
tough.
we'll get it in the light here. So it's an octopus there, and I'll spin it around.
You can get a little closer.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, it'll come in.
Really?
You just let it adjust.
Just hold it still.
We'll get blurry. Maybe it won't.
It's not adjusting. It only adjusted Dylan's head.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, so that's what it is. When my father had passed, I had his ring and my mother's ring melted down, and I had the octopus made out of those, and that's a piece of 8 from the Atosha shipwreck. That sank in 1622, recovered by Mel Fisher, and I had it just custom made after my father passed. So it's very personal to me, and
It is cool.
It would yeah, I love it.
Yes, it was cool. It's really, really cool, and you got to see it in person. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't talked about that before. I guess it's always under your shirt. You always tuck it in.
I don't know.
I don't recall.
I have a lot of people asking me about it.
That's cool.
Wherever I go, I don't tell them the whole story. I just tell them it's a piece of 8 from the Atosha, and
with a really cool octopus holding it.
Yeah.
When is best for Amberjack? So Amberjack are only open May, August, September, and October. At least they should be open in May. We'll find out based on this year's quotas and the catch levels, but they're open May, August, September, and October. So the best times for Amberjack would probably be May or October, because they are a little bigger in those cooler times. So early May, end of October would be the best time to target them, but you can find them in August and September. They're just a little bit more tricky for sure. Have you all thought about doing a boat parade in the past to help bring awareness and lack of response to the sand issue by the county and state officials? You can get it on the newspaper to help the cause. Save Johns Pass from Brevard, North Carolina. Cheers. Appreciate the idea. Thought about it. That would be a good idea for sure. This Tuesday, we actually are holding an event at 7 a.m. So this Tuesday, December 15th, you could come join us for a 10-hour all day. And while you're waiting, you could come see the sand issue yourself, or just come out and hang out with us, even if you're not taking a trip. Because that morning, we're going to have an incredible low tide. It's going to be negative 0.9. And the last time it was negative 0.7, there was dry land in the Gulf of Mexico, almost 3/4 of a mile out into the Gulf. You could stand up, you could walk from our dock into the frickin' Gulf of Mexico. It was incredible.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so Tuesday morning, December 15th at sunrise around 7 a.m., we're going to get a group of people together to raise some awareness and talk about it. And then also, if you can't make Tuesday, I won't be around Wednesday, and there's no official event or anything, but it's going to be really low Wednesday morning as well, right around sunrise, like 7:30-ish, closer to 8. So if you're can't make it Tuesday, come out Wednesday, and you got to see it for yourself.
Yeah, come super early. Have some coffee with us, and bring us coffee.
Yeah, with Jameson in it.
Yeah.
Wednesday you can. Wednesday you can, because I'm off Wednesday.
I probably will be also.
There you go. So
are we Like,
is this happening?
Is this happening?
Did we just become best friends?
Are we doing a 5:30 Jameson Drunkard on the beach to support Johns Pass?
That would be awesome.
That would, well...
Like I said, the moonshine. Last time I drank moonshine at Johns Pass, it was with Smokey. I got lost in Johns Pass. I grew up there. Lost.
It's like one street.
It's literally one street.
It's
I got lost in Johns Pass.
It's two streets, one this way, one that way.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I threw up in my flip-flops.
Oh.
Young and dumb. Glad I'm older. And now this time I got a bottle of
Now he
moonshine.
does it in his Crocs.
Now I got a bottle of moonshine and I didn't drink it. I took a little sip and then I put it up on the shelf to save for later. Have you all... I already read that one.
Yep.
Tuesday morning. And, update on the progress with the sand issue. There has been a little tiny... There's a glimmer of hope. I wouldn't call it progress. There's momentum. So that November 6th meeting, they said... No to the jetty, no to dredging, no to beach groins, no. They were just completely trampling on our hopes and dreams at that last meeting. But they did talk about a 6-month study that would cost $35,000, and they wanted us to pay for that. And finally been able to push claw, and thanks to you all for showing support and making it a really public issue. The county has actually agreed to pay $7,500. The FDOT is paying $7,500. The city of Madeira Beach is paying $10,000, and Johns Pass Plazas, which is our landlord, was supposed to pay $10,000. But we're the main person on this issue, so we're paying $8,000. They're paying $2,000 because our landlord has already been very financially invested in getting us politically situated to make these advances. So long story short, our landlord, our city of Madeira Beach, FDOT, and the county are all coughing up funds to hopefully get some solid studying done, and hopefully by this coming summer we'll have a solid plan in place and some good sand mitigation. So already, though, there's already some foul smells. We signed the contract. We sent our $8,000 check.
That's awesome. I didn't know any of that. So that's really cool.
Brand new tonight.
Yeah.
So we signed our contract. We sent an $8,000 check, and they sent an email and they said, "Oh, by the way, the study has changed a little bit. They want to add this sentence," and the sentence was, "We want to study the effect of the docks at the marina and the commercial vessel interaction and how it interacts with the sand buildup." So basically, they want to study if the dock and the boats are causing the sand to build up. But the sand didn't start till the mid-90s, and guess what? The boats and the dock have been there and haven't changed since 1976. So riddle me that one. Very, very frustrating. Crazy. But hopefully we'll work through these issues and move forward on this study, and hopefully it'll happen fast. As soon as everybody agrees and signs their contracts and sends their checks, we can move forward on this study. So very, very cool, and happy that we have a great mayor and city council in Madeira Beach to make that possible, because they are taking a brunt along with us and our landlord, while the county and FDOT, who in my opinion caused this problem, are taking a smaller chunk, which makes a lot of sense. But hey, whole nother video. Next question, is the live stream show happening tonight? I think it is.
No.
I think it is.
No, we weren't able to.
We canceled it.
Yeah, we canceled it.
Let's try to rip through some of these questions as we're running out of time. How large do gag grouper get? Today on the 10-hour caught a 23 3/4 inch gag and a much larger gag tried to eat it at the top. Holy moly.
I've seen that before.
Wow.
About 8 or 9 years ago.
That's
I had
crazy.
a guy reel up a gag grouper that was, I want to say it was probably 21 and a half, because they only had to be 22 inches then. And it was 10 feet from the surface, and this gag came up and tried to eat that sucker.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I'd never seen a gag like that.
That's crazy.
So Captain Joe was able to get a 22-pounder in today, and I want to swear this gag was 30, 40 pounds in 50 feet of water. I'd never seen anything like it. I knew it was a gag. It came up, and I just missed that gag grouper.
That's crazy.
But I've never seen one caught bigger than that, in that shallow. I'm sure, somebody has. But anyhow, what was the question?
How big do gags get? Gags get very big. I think we'll Google it to be sure, but I want to say probably. Actually, I'm not going to guess.
It's like 105 pounds speared and like 88 pounds on hook and line or something.
That might be black grouper. Gag grouper world record. We'll do world record first and then state record next.
Well, they could have done that.
Well, obviously they
80
didn't. 80 pounds. Told you. It was black grouper.
Right. I said 88. Whatever.
80 pounds is a world record.
88 was the biggest one I got. Okay, so whatever the world record is, I was wrong about that, but...
So world record is 80 pounds, 6 ounces.
I was going to take mine to have it weighed, but I had to get to the bar.
Classic. State record is 80 pounds, 6 ounces. So the world record was caught near Destin, Florida, 80 pounds, 6 ounces. And black grouper get much bigger. Black grouper will get up there in the 110, 120 pound range.
Yeah, well, we have one mounted in the restaurant that was 91 pounds, right? Something
105.
Like that? 105.
My uncle Jeff caught that world record. Carborica grouper. Let's see what that one is. What is the biggest grouper? That's giant world record groupers.
We don't have time.
Yeah, we don't have time for this. We're skipping. We're trying to go through this fast. You can
Google
Google it yourself.
Google that, man. Come on.
Yes, but they do get very big, Larry. And what you saw does happen. I remember one of the most cool gag trips that I ever was on was actually Garrett's bachelor party, my cousin's bachelor party before he got married. It was a bunch of us, and it was probably 7 a.m. It was this time of year right before Christmas, and we were shallow water gag fishing, and we were free lining pinfish on the surface, and these gags were literally coming out of the water trying to eat these pinfish. The pinfish were trying to come out of the water. It was the craziest thing, man. We had them chummed up to the surface. We were just catching and releasing gags. It was incredible. And that was right in this area. It's not like we had run a long distance. It was really cool. And
I think we need to, if you guys can Google the answer, do that. If you need bullshit, come to us. All right, we got you. All right.
Is Captain
We'll
Frank...
answer the real questions.
How's the weather looking for Saturday? Looking to get out with my fellow anglers for hogfish. Well, Saturday we have just half-day trips. So the best chance for hogfish, I would say, this week would probably have to be probably that Tuesday all-day trip. Mm-hmm. But you could do the Saturday half-day.
We got 4 or 5 keepers on the half-day on my last trip. So, I mean...
You never know.
They're there. This time of year, normally we like to drift on our half days, but right now, the anchor fishing is where it's at. We're catching more of the gray snappers and on the anchor now than we are on the drift. Mm-hmm. That's like, this is the only time of year that this happens. And the good thing is once you stop and you catch a whole bunch of gray snappers or grunts, they slow down. That's when you want to go down, start using those shrimp. Or if you just bought enough shrimp to use all day long, that's what I do. I'll just drop shrimp all day long, whether it's a good gray snapper bite or not. You keep doing that, and you're going to catch some hogfish. You can do them whether I'm working it, whether Joe's working it. You're going to get some. You can get the hogfish on those trips.
Yeah.
But targeting specifically, your all day trip is Tuesday, Thursday, or Sunday.
And right
weather
now,
permitting.
To answer your question, Sunday looks a little better than Saturday as far as the weather is concerned. But Saturday doesn't look bad. So to answer your question, are you running Saturday?
No, I don't. No, I'm not scheduled for Saturday.
Oh, man. You got the whole weekend off?
No, I have a private charter. We have a private charter on Saturday.
So you are working?
Oh, wait. There's a Saturday all-day private charter.
There you go.
Is he on it?
No.
Maybe that's what he's saying.
No. He was asking about going fishing with his friends.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Gabe Brown said your knot is definitely not the Albright knot. And I would agree. I've seen it too. It's not the Albright knot.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you win if you are out of state?
We just did
yes,
this one.
we talked about that. The second part of that was how long is a certificate good for? So if you win one of our free giveaways, our donation gift certificates, they are good for a year from the date that we make them up, which is typically the day we mail them. So you got some time. All right. I would really like to send you some pictures of sheep's head caught on artificial, 2 at a time on 2-pound test. Also caught large gag grouper in the bay.
What?
That's pretty crazy.
Sheep's head caught on artificial, 2 at a time on 2-pound test.
Also have a really sweet 12-ounce lever action reel. 12-ounce lever action.
You know, funny.
The lever action. I've got a lever action rifle.
I feel like I used to live right around this guy right here, and I feel like he was my old neighbor.
You lived in Virginia. Now you live in Tampa.
That's where I went to high school.
Now you live in Largo.
And I swear that he had a guy that had a truck and trailer with a mower at the end of my street.
That's probably why he calls himself the Yard Man.
Huh. How about that?
All right, so 2 dudes that you live very close to are watching the show.
I used to live on the corner of Jatan.
Yes, you can send photos. So if you want to send photos for our show, for our Fox 13 reports, you can always text them to us at that phone number in the upper right-hand corner. You can text us at that phone number, submit your photos, or you could just email them to us at info at hubbardsmarina.com. So either way, great way to send us information and photos or questions.
Anthony Rizzo, thank you so much. We appreciate what you do for us.
Next question is, how does the proper 12 compare to your other drinks? And I'm going to take it first.
You go right ahead. I'm just going to let you have this one straight up. Straight up.
My opinion, I really like the Jameson Black Barrel the most. There are some other higher levels of Jameson that I like even more. The Blender's Dog is probably my favorite Jameson. But that is, I've never shared that one with Frank. But Black Barrel, I think, is my favorite. It's just got a good full flavor. It's real smooth. It's got the perfect amount of bite. Proper 12 is really good, though. Like Frank said, it's got a lot of different notes. It's very floral. And I like Proper 12 for sure. And it's smooth, like Jameson is. But Irish whiskeys, I haven't met one I didn't like. How about you? What's your assumption?
It's the flavor that,
that you're going for.
It is, I think, a little bit bitier.
Yeah, definitely got more of a bite.
Right, but it does have more flavor. So it's kind of what what you make of it. I'm enjoying drinking it, and it's going to be all drank. So
eventually,
if it was crap, we would totally tell you. Yeah, it's good. Absolutely. And we totally appreciate him bringing it into us. And, yeah, I'm enjoying it for sure. Thanks again, Anthony.
So the next part is shout out to the EPIRBs. One was used today to locate 2 fishermen whose boat sank off of Bradenton. Coast Guard zeroed right in onto it. Good job to the Coast Guard. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're very blessed to have an incredible Coast Guard station in St. Petersburg. We're actually one of the few training areas for the Coast Guard. So a lot of people come here to train in the Coast Guard, and it means we have a lot of response and a lot of people. So we are very blessed in this area for sure. Good people, and our boats have to have EPIRBs, and we have commercial EPIRBs that we have to test regularly. So our boats are very safe. Plus we have satellite phones, we have single sidebands, VHF radios, plus we have coming the VMS devices as well. Yeah. Whether we like them or not, they're coming. So definitely a lot of ways to communicate ship to shore on our boats to keep you safe.
I love having them here. I tell them that all the way. I talk to the Coast Guard more often than you think when people are calling in, and
sometimes more than we want.
I relay a lot of messages because it's a lot of smaller boats. They can't they can't relay their messages, and I monitor 16 all the time.
You have to.
Yeah, we are required to do it, and I like to hear what's going on too. It's kind of like just watching television, same thing. But there are a lot of there's a lot of bad stuff that happens out there. You'd be surprised. I mean, once a month, there's somebody is having a dive accident. Probably crazy once stuff. A month, once every 2 months, sometimes. Twice in the same week, and we're...
homeboy who chased you out on the boat and did circles around you.
Yeah,
his boat almost sunk.
I know
that night, almost sunk at 54 miles.
They didn't get it till the next day.
Yeah, the Coast Guard had to rescue him the next day.
What an animal!
Yeah, crazy. This guy definitely was a little bit out there. We don't ban people often, but we had to ban this gentleman, and then he proceeded to somehow get on a boat and chase the friendly fisherman down and act aggressively towards the boat until the Coast Guard was almost called, and then disappeared, and found out the next day he had to be towed in by the Coast Guard.
He was out there for like 36 hours because his boat broke down.
Almost sunk.
Yeah, that's a
really
shame.
Not that funny.
Wish you never had gotten to a point like that, but
yeah, sad for sure.
Yeah.
Can I ship my fishing rods to you guys when I come down for a fishing trip? Yes, you can.
Yes, we keep one out of every 5 for ourselves, and we'll give you the other 4.
As long as there's a bottle of Jameson in the bottom of your rod and reel tube, you can ship them.
You can totally take your rods on the plane, though, in case you don't know that. A lot of people don't know that.
On the plane, you can check them.
Well, you can check them.
Yeah.
And what my father
but you have
and
to
I
pay
did.
extra for that.
Well, maybe, but so would shipping be. Shipping would be extra.
Yeah, but you have to pay extra, and then some yahoo at the airport's throwing your rods around.
Right. Here's what you do. My father and I did this when I was younger. We took 4-inch PVC pipe, put the fitting on the end with the screw cap, right, and put the rods down in there. You screw that thing on, and we drilled a hole through the cap, through the threads, and you put a master lock right on it. So you couldn't undo the threads, and we wrote right on our, painted it, spray painted it. So I mean, it was like, and it works great. You don't have to go buy a $200 rod holder or anything. It was like just right from Home Depot. You know, it worked.
Balling on a budget.
Balling on a budget.
Hashtag.
Hashtag. Yeah.
All right. So next thing. Laugh my butt off there. That's not the first time that this has happened. I gave you a bottle of Jameson Black Barrel in a brown paper bag when I arrived at the marina about 6 months ago, and then you acknowledged and thanked someone else on the show. Mike Upham, that did happen, but we're past that. We're past that. This is in the past, Mike.
Dylan, we're out of time, Dylan.
I know we are out of time, but I want to finish Mike's comment because he's coming at me. At least we know it was doing what it's supposed to do, getting you well vented.
That's right.
And I actually talked to the lady who claims that she invented the venting thing on the show.
The venting tool?
Yeah, the venting tool thing.
Like a real venting tool?
Yeah, no, like the thing that when you are watching the show and you say, oh, venting tools at the drinking game. Yeah, so pretty funny. And that's her right there, Chris Black. I don't know, I've been getting names wrong, so I think it was Chris Black.
Yeah, it was John White.
Too funny. All right, so let's give away a 39-hour fishing trip for one guest and wrap this sucker up. But before we do, don't forget about the supporters after show, the private supporters group right on the top of our Facebook page. You can join the supporters group. Plenty of behind the scenes stuff, some more posts and stuff going on in there, plus that private after show as well. So if you're a supporter, make sure you pop over to the supporters group where that private after show will start in that group. And if you become a supporter, you also get that supporters badge, and you get some other cool stuff going on in the supporters page, plus exclusive content and behind the scenes stuff as well. So let's see what else we missed.
We want to thank Anthony Rizzo one more time for the proper 12.
Yeah. All right. And I I think that's everything.
I feel like we had to make up for it.
Yeah, you got to say it a lot now.
Well, he gave him a trip, so I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's
come on.
Hopefully he's happy.
All right, yeah, he's good. He's good.
Jay Cube said sponsored by Four Locos. So I told you what happened last time I drank.
Four Locos. Don't start. Don't even go there. Don't even go.
The story.
To Four Locos.
Yeah, the story of last time I drank Four Locos almost ended in divorce. So we're not going there. You're right.
So you're saying
I
there's
love my
chance.
wife.
I just need to get some Four Locos.
Let's see who won a 39-hour trip for one person. One person.
Here it is.
Free 39-hour
what
trip.
What you've all been waiting
and
for.
Hopefully we'll see you next week for another episode.
Yeah.
Rod Barber from Minnesota. Rod Barber, congratulations. Make sure you claim that free trip by texting us at that phone number in the upper right-hand corner quickly. We'll see you all next week for another episode of this live stream show. That is Sunday night, December 20th. We're going to be back live. So hopefully we'll see you then. And actually, Sunday night, December 20th is our employee party.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that might be an extra drunk one.
if we both make it to that one,
Houston, we have a problem.
we might have to rework this.
Well, stay tuned about next week's live show, but we will do it December 27th, even if I do it by myself, because that is the weekend of Christmas. Frank might be doing something with his family, but I'll be here December 27th regardless. But we'll see you next week.
We'll see.
And it will be colorful.
I'm going to have to charge him a bonus.
See you guys. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.
If you're too busy.
Oh, and don't forget to join the private supporters after show. And go ahead.
If you're too busy.
To go fishing.
You're just too busy.
See you guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Anthony.